Okay, so many have said wanna learn Tower Rush, so we're gonna make a video about it. I don't think it's a good way to showcase how to Tower Rush against extreme AI. So I'll just pull up a 1v1 rec of mine, and I'll trash talk myself. See if anyone enjoys it, because there's a lot of variables in a Tower Rush. Because opponent might go counterattack you, ignore you, or just deal with the Tower Rush its own with siege, or someone with mass knights. There's a lot of variables, or sometimes you can't break in at all. So there will be a Tower Rush series soon. Maybe talking about why I fuck up the Tower Rush. Talking about why I success on the Tower Rush. What's important on every spot. Because Tower Rush is a very complicated things where you need to use your brain and do different adaptations. Tower Rush is just an opening. You use Tower Rush to open a game, and the follow-ups need you to have different judgment on a game. You usually don't Tower Rush when your Sith is in a really decent spot. Tower Rush is a way to set yourself back, and it's kind of praying to kill your opponent. But it's good to Tower Rush in lower levels. I've been successful Tower Rushing at 2k1 player maximum, and then the last time I Tower Rushed to 2k3, I got demolished in terms of he has better macro than me. He's better at seeding farms, every field on the map, on the game. So I actually don't know is Tower Rush that kind of strong, but I do use Tower Rush get to my peak elo, which is 1800 or close to 1800. It's 1788, I think. It's my peak using Tower Rush elo. So I might not be right, but this is just a trash talking about myself. So the build is we're gonna go 19 pop here. The main part is free on wood. If it's chickens, remember build a mill and rush the chickens down. Otherwise, you won't have food to click up at 19 pop loom. And then don't lose your scout. This is very important. So you gotta constantly micro it. And then gonna fast forward. And then here, we're gonna constantly micro this. I'm Hindustanis, so my scout has more attack. I'm doing 3 attack per hit on the wall. So bro is kind of crashing out because I'm hitting his wall. So he decided to micro me. And then this micro, the reason why we need to hit and run is because every scout has a fixed attack reload time. So if you pull away and wait for your attack fully reloaded, you will always attack faster if the opponent's attack is not reloaded yet, so you can confirm that you win the scout fight. Or turn it into a slightly 2 nanoseconds of advantage of your scout war. If it's a 1-1-1. My English is not that good. It is what it is. If you don't understand, ignore it. Because I suck at English. So right now, we usually don't build a mining camp on stone yet. We usually build the mining camp on gold first, because we need our archers out, and we don't need a tower yet. So right now you see we break in already, and we should be, I think. Let me see. Wait a second. Where's my economy? To click here. Ah yes, the resources panel is above there. So we just have we still have 75 stone right now. We just sent 4 villagers to build a mining camp down to mine stone because we don't need the tower yet. We need the tower soon. If we mine the stone too early, it will cause us to have idle times on town center. Oh shit! Oh my god, this sheep is disgusting. And we'll idle our ranges because we want more archers as soon as possible to give more pressure. We want fletching You know, we see our blacksmith here. We need fletching, we need archers, we need villager production. Those are more important stuffs. So because of this, we usually don't mine stone first. We mine the stone whenever we need the second tower, because that's the most efficient way to do this. You see, I'm lacking of double bit axe, but I do it purposely because I don't think I have enough resources to get it. Because if I get double bit axe here, I'm afraid I cannot have this wood for the mill soon, and I will not have the food for villagers soon. I'm afraid of it. I haven't got fletching yet. If I get fletching, I still need to make villagers, I still need a mill. So I actually can afford, even though I have 69 wood. It's 69 wood, you know, it's 69. And we only got 200 food, so it's not enough. So we're dropping a tower down here. Gotta show you the fog of war. How to show you the fog of war? Sec. Left click. Click, right click, cycle mode. Click, right click. Oh my god, how do I do this? There we go. I'm so fucking smart. Okay. So we're constantly making archers, constantly making villagers. We get fletching right now because I wouldn't want him to wall behind. Archers with fletching is not really a threat against villagers, but with fletching it's slightly scarier. Usually you get fletching when you're against a tower war. So this is a slightly mistake from me. But I do want fletching to fight villagers, so okay. So we're seeing farms. 4 archers is enough right now because we just need to do some poke damage, give some pressure. We don't need that much archers because we only have 1 tower forward. Oh my god, how did I lose this scout? Hiya. Disgusting. Happens. So right now we know that our opponent is up to Castle-ish because he built Marquette Blacksmith, so ain't no way he's not up to the next age. So we prepared a stable. We prepared a second tower here because we want to lock down this spot. This spot we have with a huge stone here. His main stone is here. His second gold is here. So we know that his gold is somewhere behind. So the flanking process here is we need to lock down this spot so he don't have stone. Turks don't have stone means that there's no Janissaries, which is the most strongest unit in Castle Age for Turks. As long as he cannot get to full Janissaries, as long as he cannot do counter damage on us. Because what can Turks do here is, there's 2 ways to do this. So Turks can ignore this. Send villagers to build siege workshop here and all in kill us. Such as like ram scorpions, because we don't have army to stop ram scorpions. Even scouts can't really do well against scorpions without decent numbers and upgrades. Archers is definitely not the way you stop rams and scorpions. So if he just drops siege workshop down here and ram us, it would be a very, very rough spot. So but there's a way to hold that, right? Because ram scorpions. It could be he's making knights to clear us up, or it could be he make mag and also clear us up. But Janissaries is the most scariest because if there's a castle down, he can petard in and he have a defensive castle to push us back. If he drops a castle down, the tower rush is kind of dead because we cannot do further damage. But as long as we deny him from stone and we can make sure there's no secondary stones outside, he cannot get the stone here, we're fine because there'll be no Janissaries. But the fact that we have so many units, in a way he's taking this stone here, right? So as long as we take away the Janissaries, no castles, no petards, our base should be fine. The most vulnerable push he could do is a sneak siege workshop and ram and scorpion push, but we have stable down already. So if that really happens, we can get our upgrades, mass our scouts, and then stonewall behind a little bit, buy time, and then clear a bit. So it's not that kind of scary. It's scary, but there's a way to deal with that. But if it's Janissaries with petards or things, we are cooked because it's very scary. If you know how to scary Janissaries in Castle Age. So as long as the stone is he cannot get a castle down. We're fine. So we start to establish our little base, our happy corner here, so that we don't lose the spot. We don't lose our map control. We keep on giving pressure here. We need 2 towers stacked together here, so that when he has a Mangonel Mangoneling one of the towers down, we have 2 towers to range his Mangonels, causing him to have repair pressure, causing him to spend wood and gold, so he cannot add town centers yet. Did he add town centers actually? Oh, he's adding town centers. But if he's adding town center, he should not have enough wood to repair the Mangonel here. So as you can see here, we are repairing the tower, and then adding more archers here. Just now we only have 4, but we need to add to 8 right now, because 4 archers in the tower can give us maximum arrow number, like maximum DPS. Then we're adding scouts now to side Mangonels. This guy is going a Mangonel defense with town centers booming behind, which is the best case scenario we will hope for. Yeah, this guy has 2 town centers, so he will have more villagers. He will outboom us eventually. But it's the less threat that he'll kill us, because we're village. If he does something in castle, you need to know the problem is, if bro is fast castling, he will have less economy than us, 100%. Because right now, he invested on he fast castle. So during the time he's going to castle age, he has maybe something like 20 something villagers. While we're constantly adding more villagers, we're constantly adding more farms, we have more villagers. And by the time we click up the castle age, we will just have more economy than him. Because we have, like, let's say we have 30 to 40 villagers and click up. So that's 40 villagers worth of working time in that 2.5 minutes clicking the next age. So right now he has less farms than us. He has less villagers while clicking up the next age. So he will just have less resources. And then so we gotta make use of this time. We have map control. He has more economy, more villagers. So it's kind of still equal here. The most scariest thing is he all-in us with the slightly worse economy but 1 nature up and kill us in castle age with the power spike. So him adding town centers and adding Mangonels defend this should be the best case scenario we could hope for. Then we keep on adding scouts. We add bloodlines, attack upgrade, and armor, so that we can snipe Mangonels. Every Mangonel we snipe is slowing him down to mass to 3 Mangonels. As long as he mass to 3 Mangonels, then we cannot stop him from killing our towers. What if our opponent should do is he should wall this entire spot so that our scouts cannot run over and snipe his Mangonels. So this is a omega fuck up from our opponent. And then by far we have sniped, I think, 2 to 3 Mangonels already. So this is super worth it because he's keeping on cannot mass up his Mangonels. So he cannot clear up this tower rush. So that we keep on locking on this spot. He doesn't have stone, he doesn't have his secondary gold. So we're in a good spot right now. Plus we still have similar villagers because he needs to be on gold and be on wood to be able to keep on making Mangonels and repair the Mangonels to eventually take the tower away. So he's kind of fucking up. 10 on food is definitely not enough to afford 2 town centers, so you can see his idle time is constantly increasing right now because it's so busy. He needs to repair it, he needs to have a decent economy management behind it. So I'd say this is not me playing well, this is opponent being sloppy for constantly letting these 9 Mangonels, idling his town center, having bad economy development behind this. In my opinion, he should not add town center because him adding town center means he will have less resources in the short term, and he don't have resources to deal with my tower rush here. Now he has no Mangonels again because I constantly use scout to snipe it. He's not in a good spot. And then meanwhile, I have less idle time. You know, only 1 minute 25 seconds. I have a decent farm economy. I have decent gold economy. You know, my lumber camps are efficient. Then I'll try to click up here. Then I think I'll add more archers here, just to full garrison all my towers so that he cannot take away my resources. The reason that I built these two towers because I fuck up this tower. Because usually the two towers should be one tile away, so this is one tile away gap, right? But this is two tile away gap. So if the Mega Node is here and he Mega Nodes this tower cannot protect this tower. And if he Mega Nodes this tower from here, this tower cannot protect this tower also. So that I make two towers here specifically just to lock down the spots. And then I keep on sniping down Mega Nodes. I being sloppy here for losing all of my scouts, letting the pressure go away, where I should save it for light cap or whatever. So this is a huge fuck up of me. Right now I know I'm so far behind, so far ahead because I've killed some villagers. I get up. I still have the spot locking down here. So I decided to add town center here. Plus, Hindustanis is a civ that you need economy for, such as the +2 attack range hand cannons, such as your camo play, your CA play, your siege play. Like, Hindustanis is a civ requires economy. So I decided to keep on adding economy and meanwhile fighting in front, locking down the spot. I saw a castle here, but his stone is here. So I'm almost 100% sure that this guy has a town center outside somewhere. I don't know where. It might be here, it might be here, it might be here. Although it's here, right? You see it. So I gotta find out where his stone economy coming from. Where does this Janissary castle come from? Meanwhile, keeping him fighting, keeping him busy, so that I can eventually outboom him, or I can stay even on economy. Because I know that he has town centers more faster than me. He has more villagers than should be, ideally. By the way, you guys can see. By the time I click up to the next stage, I will just have more economy than him. Because I have more villagers clicking up during that castle each time. And I have more farms than him. Plus I have less repair, you know, because repairing is just a minus of resources, right? Because if you make unit, it's one more unit. You can use the unit to do whatever you need. But if it's repair, it's just a minus on resources. So then here he tries to use villager to battle down this tower, but I don't want to lose my tower for no reason. So I decided to move my archers in to kill his villager. The reason, and then we need economy upgrades. We need second upgrade, and we get hand card here because it's 50. The most ideal way to get hand card is about 30 farms or about 50 something villagers, where we have 60 villagers already with a decent farm count, which is 20 something. It's enough already, so we get hand card as soon as possible to boost up all 60 of our villagers. It's usually more worth to get that hand card because it's buff 60 villagers instead of getting one villager. Because one villager through 60 villagers is 1/60, right? So it's not that kind of efficient. But getting a hand card is all 60 villagers, adding somewhere like 20 more percent economy. So why not? So this is hand card timing, and then we get botkin for our town center, for our tower to become more vulnerable, making our archers more stronger. So we scare him away. We kept our tower alive. And then I still don't efficient about this. This is very sloppy of me. I should have scout this. This is like, what the fuck am I doing? But we did get map control. We did get all the relics. Turks is a civ that cannot afford to don't have relics. So because they have no trash, only Hussar. So as long as I get all the relics, so late game he will only have Hussar left, and my camel play will be very strong against this. Then we keep on adding economy behind, we keep on booming behind, because there's a castle already, there's a secret shop, there's not much things we can do here. On this area, we can do something on this area, but I didn't scout it yet, so it is what it is. It is a huge fuck up. It is Tom, die whole family. I don't know what am I doing. Maybe I'm drunk. Although I cannot drink wine. And then I start to mass light cav because I want to raid. But then when I castle drop, when I scout this town center and want a castle drop, the light cav just comes in clutch. I didn't know that there's so many things in here. until he drops a castle down here. I built this castle here because I don't want him to stop my castle. I know he booms earlier than me, so he will be in faster than me. So I want to just put a safe castle in this spot, so that I can get some type of map control, but not getting him trapped instantly, because it's Turks, right? But then this thing happened, and I finally learned, oh shit, this guy is outside. Hi, and then I start to, you know, use my light cap on the field to wanna ram push this or do some damage on this, which should be very decent, because then because he has more villagers, so this castle cannot be there, and we decided to build it more behind, because I only have 8 villagers on the castle. We don't want it to get denied, so we put it in a more safe spot. Then we click him as soon as possible. The reason why I have more economy is because my opponent is so stressful right now that he doesn't have wood upgrade, doesn't have wheelbarrow and handcart. And then his villager working efficiency is very bad in terms of he needs to do things here, and then he needs to drop a castle down. You can see here, idle economy, he has way more, you know, numbers than me, which is not ideal, because he's the defensive side. He's not supposed to idle this much. Plus 22 minutes worth of idle time. Ay. Rest in peace. Then, at first, I thought he would go hand cannons or something like this, so I'm a camel sith. I don't have knights, so knights is not a good way. Camels is not a good unit against hand cannons. I see him have 2 castles already, so it's pretty clear he's going Janissaries. And then the reason why I click him with not only 90 or 80 villagers is because what's it called? It's Turks. So if I get later imp than my opponent, he will just have bombard cannons and flood in my base, and I cannot match the bombard cannon number, and I cannot win a trap war anyways. So I wanted to click up as soon as possible, and it ended up well because I'm 20 seconds slightly earlier. These 20 seconds won't help me to win the trap war because he's still Turks. Turks is Turks. He's dog shit Sith in arena. But with this uptime, I can get in my upgrade slightly earlier than my opponent. So right now I'm starting to tech into cavalry upgrades. I wanna floodlight cav in, because I know that my economy, I can only afford 1 unit, 1 or 2, 1 unit with siege. So I decided to afford light cavalry first, plus siege elephant, because I know he's going Janissaries. The reason why I don't wait for trap is because I can mess elephant rams in castle age instead of I need to wait for imp. So once I click imp, reach to imperial age, I will have a decent amount of siege with a decent amount of army. I can use that 20 second of power spike to kill my opponent. That's the thinking process. So you can see I'm massing armor elephants, I'm getting armor upgrades, massing light cav, dropping more and more stables down. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, more light calves. Why am I getting attack upgrade instead of armor upgrade? What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, then at the first second we need reach the next age, we need chemistry, because eventually it will, if he blocks my first push, it will become a bombard cannon war. So here I decided to add armor elephants with scout with light cav or hussar later on. Meanwhile, I'll take chemistry as soon as possible, even more faster than ballistics or masonry, whatever, because I need the bombard cannon as soon as possible. Plus, my hand cannons outranges Turks' hand cannon, so eventually, if that becomes a hand cannon war or whatever it is, I will have a slightly edge on it. So I'd like to take in a chemistry so to prepare for a hand cannon war. Then, now he shows up with Janissaries. I start to make traps, start to establish for trap war. Meanwhile, I still didn't show him I have armor elephants, and I didn't show him I have light cav. I'm still hiding the push here. Then he starts to attack my trebuchet, which pisses me off. Then I decided to fuck it with dive in, because we cannot let his bombard cannon mass up. If he massed like 45 bombard cannons in, I'm cooked. Then elite armor elephants, you know, a siege elephant actually, and then keep on flooding light cav in, you know. It doesn't matter about throwing those units, it's about lowering the janissary number. It's about, because this is the only resources he gets outside. If I get him off of outside here, the thinking process is, why do I dive in with lower numbers even I maybe not win the fight? It's because if he keeps on expanding outside, he will eventually have some gold resources. But if I clear this up as soon as possible to keep his hand cannon numbers low, I can stop Turks away from getting gold units. And if Turks doesn't have gold, this civ is nothing. So map control is kind of very important here. And then we start to tech into our hand cannons, we start to mass hand cannons, and we get into light cav, our ideal comp. And bro is off from gold. Like any of the gold resources, he has no gold here. We got full map control. And then we have decent economy setting up. This is a tower rush into booming. A quite standard build, I'd say. The main point of a tower rush is don't lose your towers in front. As long as possible, you want to keep the towers alive. So you can see I add scouts and archers to keep the tower alive here, locking down the decent spot, locking down his main gold and main stone and secondary gold, forcing him needs to expand outside, and then maybe eventually drop a castle down and push me away. Those scouts are so useful. I snipe like 5 to 6 mangonels, buying me a lot of time. So don't undercommit when you're tower rushing. You gotta go all in. Don't scare off, oh shit, I'm clicking up too late. Because if you click up and then lose your towers, you're in a bad spot, because opponent will just have more town centers than you, will outboom you. So you gotta force him to invest mangonels like me, so that he cannot outboom you even he have more town centers. That's some rough understanding about tower rush from me. I'm so shit on 1v1, so it might not be correct. If anyone is higher elo than me, they might can judge me, you know, Tom, you're so shit, you fuck up. So this is just rec review of mine. Meanwhile, talking about my understanding about tower rushes. It's not a coaching or whatever, you know. Don't judge me too hard. Anyways, this is all the knowledge I know about this game, or this is a talk through, or you know, talking shit about my game really. You know, if you like it, tell me. If you don't like it, also tell me. Or maybe, let's say if you don't like it, don't tell me, you know, because it's kind of nonsense. And I don't want to hear it. It is what it is. Cheers.